Okay, hello again. This video is pretty much just going to mainly focus on the tank, what's in it, and why do I have a 55 long and no longer a bow. Okay, so uh, long story short, my 90-gallon bow, I had it up here, it was up, it was running, I had rock in there, I got sand in there, no fish, I hadn't started dosing yet, my power heads were moving, everything was going great. It had been running for about I'd say a week and a half, no real issues. I was starting to have a cyano bloom, so I knew that I was kind of ending the near end of my cycle, which was pretty good, seeing as I was up and running for only a week and a half. But I didn't have my test kit yet, and I didn't have my Reef Mature Pro kit, or I had it, but I hadn't started it yet. And I don't know. I went to bed one night. Something told me to wake up. It was around 2, 3 in the morning, and I did. Came to the living room, find out pool of water all over my floor, and on the side, well, obviously not this tank, but on the side of my 90, about here. Just to give you an estimate, the 90 pretty much sat up to here, so all that of water was just coming out of this little pin-sized hole here in the corner. And what had happened was the top brace, as you can see, this top brace is made out of wood, and I'll get to that in a second, but the top brace on my 90 was cracked, and the deduction is that because it was cracked, it couldn't hold the integrity of the actual aquarium holding water, and thus it bowed out and it split the side. I had actually already resealed it. I had taken all the gunk off and resealed it, and did the outside as well, and it was just still leaking. Well, long story short, it's actually sitting back out there. I put everything into this spare that I had, which wasn't my original intention, but everything's worked out so far. As I've stated in previous episodes, everything in here that was in my 90-gallon tank. That's why it's so crowded, but it seems to be doing okay. Now, as I mentioned before, the brace was cracked on my 90-gallon. On my spare one, the brace was actually starting to crack here, and in the back, around that area over there, and over here, it was actually melted. So I got the tank from a buddy of mine, and all I can say is that he most likely used it as a terrarium, because he had a lot of reptiles as well as fish, and when the lights got too close, too hot, and it actually melted the plastic. So I read somewhere that you could actually use wood to brace it, or metal, and it would be plenty strong. And I figured, well, wood might not work because it's it'll rot, right? Well, I don't have a lot of money, and a metal brace was out of the question, and I didn't have any way of getting a actual plastic rim. So I said, well, what the hell, you're probably right. A wood one would be stronger, and in actuality, a wood one, if you made it right, would be stronger than a plastic rim. So that was a little DIY product that I took about a day. You can see that it's a little off. It's got a little bit extra on the ends, on this end too. But overall, it wasn't that hard to do. The hardest part, to be honest, was cutting the grooves down the side of the bar, the 1x1, and I did that using my handsaw. Again, not the best tool. If ideally you use a router or a table saw, and I did it that way though. I did it by hand, completely by hand, and it all fit very, very snug. I caulked it in there. This wood was obviously stained with water repellent and sealant, and it's doing great. It's holding up the tank very nicely. My tank doesn't bow. As you can see, the white right here. I did reseal it just because, It was an old tank, I didn't trust it, so I did reseal it. But it's looking great. No leaks whatsoever. My do it DIY brace is holding up excellent, and it sits the Coral Life light that I have quite nicely. The only thing that I have it with right now, I don't have a cover. Obviously, the DIY shelf, the cover wasn't made for it. So I plan on getting some pieces of acrylic at some point, just covering, just so, just for peace of mind, so the fish don't jump out. My fish right now, they're very, very small. They're very shy. They're still getting used to the tank. There's Giggles. He's actually not quite as shy, but he's too small right now to really jump out of the tank, I would say. I'm not really worried about him. But I will once he grows older. But I'm sure once he grows older, he'll probably want to just stay in the tank and have no desire to see what's up above that wonderful world up there. But obviously I'll be adding more fish and stuff, so I will get some acrylic pieces just to put on the top, or just some glass pieces, either or. To what I wanted to show you, it's kind of dark right now because it's just the actinic lights on right now, but I am on day 11 of the Mature Reef Pro Kit, and my rocks are already growing some blue coralline algae. They were not there before. They started growing them when they were in the 90-gallon, but obviously when that overflowed, I had to take everything out and set everything out for a while, and everything died. But now, so day 11, on this big old dead coral, you can kind of see it there, the little spots right there. That's coralline algae. That was not there 2 days ago. There's a heavy growth on these rocks right here. This one specifically. On the back of this one, there's a little bit here. I don't know if you can see it, but that little purple thing right there, yep, that's coralline algae, was not there 2 days ago. So it's growing, and it's growing quite rapidly. From my understanding, this takes a long time to grow, but 11 days, it's pretty good. So I'm excited about that. So just taking this time, that if you have a small tank, this stuff really works. It's keeping my level stable. The only thing I will say, my ammonia and my nitrate went up a little bit, just by like 0.5, not that much, and I attribute that to the extra sand that I added. It took me a while to add the little probably pound of sand that was left at the bottom of the 90 that I didn't just scrape out because it was just a pain in the ass. But I finally scraped it out and put it in there. So as you can see, it's about a 4-inch bed of sand in here. It was like down to here, now it's way up here. It's causing me a little bit of a pain just trying to rinse the rocks, but no big deal. Hey, more substrate, right? Same power head. Obviously it's kicking up the sand. It was causing an issue, but now that the sand bed is so big, it's actually kind of stopped doing that. It's made its little mountain already, and still moves it from time to time, but it has stopped actually destroying it and going down to the bare bottom of the tank. So I'm happy about that. Whenever I do add some blennies to it, it'll be deep enough. And let's see if I can show you around here the corner. Alright. There's Rusty, or Sushi. It's the Rusty angelfish. She's shy, very shy. She just likes to hang on the corner. She's actually moved. This is her new spot that she chose today. She's been chilling in the other side of the tank for the last day and a half, and she just moved to here. Again, she's really shy, but hopefully she'll explore the tank in full very, very soon. And over here, I don't know if you can see him, but there is, he's shy. Well, he's not too shy, but that's Jacques, my coral banded shrimp. And they're chilling there. Oh, there's Giggles again. He's not shy at all. He likes the limelight. Here we got Pierre Escargot, and somewhere back there, he's down there somewhere, is Petey, my Mexican turbo snails, and this is my tank so far. So I hope you enjoyed this video. More updates to come. I'll make another one as soon as I get my my pallies and my war coral in here. All right. Thanks for looking. Bye.